loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner, and it's that time of month where we get to play another round of TBR Jenga. Again, hello, I'm Rye, and this is Rye's Reading Corner. If this is the first time you see my face, if you not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It's super easy. It really helps my channel grow. As you can tell by my thumbnail and my little introduction, today we are playing another round of TBR Jenga. If you are new to my channel and if you aren't familiar with TBR Jenga, it's the game I play every month to pick my TBR. And if you have any questions about the rules or specifics, I will put the playlist above. If you go back to January of 2023, I go over the instructions for this round or year round of Jenga. So I do apologize for the ring light. I do have to wear my glasses today, so if it's picking up the ring light, I do apologize. But let's talk about April. So April, I have been kind of MIA making formal videos. I've been on lots of sprints. I've hosted lots of sprints on my channels, but life has been a little crazy. I went back to work and it's been an adjustment trying to balance 3 kids and working, but I feel like I'm back in the groove of things, so I have lots of exciting plans for the month of May. In terms of my TBR, I honestly have had the best reading month of April. I still have a couple days left of April, and I think I'm on book 15 or 16. However, I completely strayed away from my TBR and really got into a fantasy romance mood. So I really did not read my TBR. So that means I will be taking a punishment. So I'll be adding an extra roll on to this month, how many pulls I have to do. So let's first go into some of my mandatory reads I have to read for the month of May. I only do have one since the Late Night Crew official unofficial book club is not having a book this month for a very special reason we'll talk about in a minute. But I am very honored to be host again on Steph from Steph Loves Book Club, the Collector Book Club. And this month we're reading The Best Worst Man by Mia Sosa, I believe. This is the author who wrote The Wedding Crashers, which was one of my favorite books of 2022. And this is the first one in that series, so I'm super excited to read this one. And we're going to be joined by Lexi, which I'm so excited to talk about a romance with her. So super excited, and make sure you tune in for that. And in terms of readathons, I'm super excited. I have a couple huge readathons that I'm participating in, as well as like a co-host for. So the first one is Lexi's and from Books with Lexi, and this is Escape the Readathon, which is a readathon based on escaping a haunted house. This is not genre specific. Pretty much you're going to try to read as many books as you can with your team to try and escape the haunted house. I am on Team Film Crew, the best team around. If you have not joined yet, pick Team Film Crew. I mean, we're going to be in the midst of all of it in the haunted house. We're going to go. We're ready to find these ghosts and we're going to defeat them. So again, I am a co-host on this team with amazing other co-hosts as well. There's so many co-hosts in this readathon. I think there's a total of like 16 or something like that. So I will drop Lexi's announcement video down below. Go check it out. It's not too late to sign up. Also, the 72 Hours in the Smut Den is coming back with the Late Night Crew, which is myself, Mel, and Cassidy. And also we are going to be joined by 2 amazing co-hosts. We're going to be joined by Brie from 4 Paws in a Book, as well as Michelle from Michelle's Library. And we are going into the Smut Den again. And this is going to be Memorial Day weekend, which I'm so excited for. And I don't have a TBR set for this yet because I will be spinning the wheel. I will have some books that I would like to get on, and as well as some recommendations, so stay tuned for those videos. Also, for the month of May, Steph from Steph Loves, as I already mentioned, is doing the next round of her final book support group, and this month it's focusing on duologies. I would like to participate in this one as well, so that is something I'm super excited about. So one last thing we have to do before we go to my polls is we have to pick from my flower pot of doom. So if you did not know, I do have my own Patreon. It's never obviously anything you have to join, but I do always put the link down below, and my top tier Patreons get to put a book in here that they're interested in me reading. So I'm really nervous. I do it every 2 months. The last one was a Sophie Lark book, and that was, I read it like within the first day or so of the month. So let's see what I'll get this time. I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Ooh, okay. We picked Cassidy, and we picked The Ghost Tree by Christina Henry. So I'm really excited. I have read one Christina Henry book, but I actually DNF'd it. So this will be my second try. I'm super excited. I think it will be a spooky book, which is good because I would like to get some spooky books in here because, again, you don't have to read spooky books for the Escape the Readathon, but I feel like it's fitting for the theme. And I'm also in a super fantasy romance, so that's what I'm hoping to get on this TBR. So, okay, Cassidy, thank you for this recommendation. I do have 2 months to read it. So let's go to see how many rolls I'll be doing for the month of May. I have this little plate. I don't know where my other one is. I have my dice. Let's see. Oh my gosh. We have 9. And, oh, I just changed it. We have 9. And I have to add 1 because I did not finish my TBR. So we'll be doing 10 pull this month. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go to pull number 1. Okay, pull number 1 out of 10. out of my comfort zone. Okay, I cannot find my copy of it, but I'm going to read, I think it's called Spy Family. It's a manga, which I don't read. I've never read before. This will be my first one, but so many people talked about this as being on their top books for the year of 2022. So I got suckered into it and I want to try it. So this is totally out of my comfort zone. Never read one in this format before. So we're going to try it. So we're going to go with volume 1 of Spy Family, I think it's called. All right, let's go to pull number 2. All right, pull number 2 out of 10. Oh my gosh. Okay. Redo, which is Grayson's or scribble on it, so that doesn't count. So again, pull number 2 out of 10. Cover matches my nails. Oh my god, I think Steph, I was just watching Steph from Steph Loves, and she had the same prompt. So it's like this peachy color with flowers. I actually just got them done last week. So let's go and try. I feel like I'm gonna have to go to my romance shelf for this color. Let's go see. Okay, this was a little bit harder than I thought it was gonna be, but we're gonna do By the Book by Jasmine Guillory. This is part of the like meant to be novels, I think. Maybe that's what it is. But the first one was by Julie Murphy, which I really, really liked. That was like a Cinderella retelling. And this is the Beauty and the Beast inspired. So it has like this pinkish color. There's flowers. We're just gonna go with it, okay? So let's go to pull number 3 out of 10. Okay, pull number 3 out of 10. Read a paperback. Okay, that is so easy. This was almost so easy that it was really overwhelming, but I really want to, like I said, fit in some horror books just because Escape the Readathon is like a horror-based idea, even though you can read any genre. So I'm gonna go with The Whispering Dead by Darcy Coates. I really love Darcy Coates. This is a start. I believe this one's a series, and I think she can hear the dead. I don't really know. I mean, obviously that sounds really dumb saying that because obviously she can hear the dead. It's called The Whispering Dead. I like to go into my horror novels not knowing much, so I'm gonna go in knowing nothing. So here is to book number 4. Let's go to pull number 5. I realized I just said pull number 5. Ooh, you're on pull number 4. So let's go to pull number 4 out of 10. I was getting ahead of myself. A fantasy. Oh my, this is perfect. Okay, like I said, I've been in a super fantasy mood, so I'm gonna go with the new release by Carissa Broadbent. It's the vampire one. I'm gonna put the picture here. I am falling in love with this author. She is, I don't think she could do wrong. I read this one, it's right here, The Serpent with the Wings of Night, and then I have been to series, I've read the novella, and I've also am now reading book 2 in this duology. It is a fantasy romance vampire. It is so good. Please go read it if you've not. So I'm going to be doing this one. It's a standalone, but in the same universe. So that worked out good, and I do not have it yet, but I will be getting it. So let's go to now pull number 5 out of 10. All right, pull number 5 out of 10. Random color generator. I'm gonna be lazy. I'm not going to screen record. All right, let's go and see what we get. Light green. Okay, let's go see what I get. Okay, this ended up actually being really easy. I wanted to get to this last month and I did it, and it's going to be Ashley Parker Doesn't Fail, and it's really hard to see in here, but they match pretty well, so I'm really excited. This is a sapphic romance. It is from the follow-up novel to Delia Green Doesn't Care. The third one comes out this year, so I really want to continue this series. I'm excited to put this one onto my TBR. Let's go to pull number 6 out of 10. All right, pull number 6 out of 10. I feel like I'm gonna get the count screwed up, so I'll probably have to edit it, which I unfortunately do all the time. That one's not very choice. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Alright, oh my gosh. 500 plus page book. Okay, so for my 500 plus page book, this is going to be my Patreon pick. So I have 3 books that I picked that I'll put as a poll, and whatever one wins, I'll put it here. So the first one is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. The last one in the duology, so that really would work well for Final Book Support Group. The Six of Crows was one of my favorite series, is my favorite series of all time, or one of them. And so I really liked the first one in this, King of Scars, so I do need to finish the series, so this is option number 1. The next one is to continue with the Zodiac Academy and read the second one, Ruthless Fae. I really liked the first one. I read it this month. And the next one is Anastasia by Sophie Lark. This is monstrous. This is Sophie Lark's first dabble in like fantasy. I think this is fantasy romance as well. So I'm excited for all 3 of these. So I will let my Patreon pick between these, and I'll let you know. I'll put a picture here. Let's go to the next pull. Okay, pull number 7 out of 10. Let's see. A seasonal read. Okay, so for seasonal read, I'm just gonna kind of go with what I'm feeling right now. And for me right now, I'm in a fantasy mood. And so I'm feeling like that's my seasonal read right now. It might be a stretch, but I'm gonna go with it. So I am gonna continue the series Flamefall, which is the sequel to Fireborn. And this one does have flowers on it, so it's perfect for spring. And like I said, to me, seasonal read is like whatever, like the mood I'm in for that season. And I'm in fantasy mode right now. So this is a YA fantasy series that I absolutely loved the first one. Everyone's loving this series, so I'm really excited to continue. So that's what we're gonna go for. So let's go to pull number 8 out of 10. All right, pull number 8 out of 10. A book you might unhaul. Ugh. Okay, so I actually have a unhaul pile right over here that I'm waiting to film a video for. And this book I had in there because I tried it and just wasn't feeling it. And I thought maybe it just wasn't the book for me. However, Michelle from Michelle's Library just read this, and it's gonna be one of her top books of the year. And it's They Never Learn by Jane Fargo. I don't have the dust jacket on it because I had taken it off when I had started reading this. This is a like revenge, I think, thriller. And so I'm really excited for this one to give it a try, see if I'm making the right decision on unhauling it or not. So we're gonna go with this one. Michelle, this one's for you. All right, let's go to the next pull. All right, let's go to pull number 9 out of 10. We are getting close to the end of this. All right, reverse last page count. So I'm gonna look at the book that I last completely finished and we'll reverse that. So let me go check my Goodreads. Okay, so the last book I read was A Worthy Opponent by Katie Robert, and it's 268 pages. So that would mean I would need a book that's 862 pages. I don't even know what to read for this one, and it would take me forever to find one, and I don't have time for that right now. So I'm probably gonna have to do some research and figure out what I'm gonna read. Honestly, I'm gonna count anything over 800 to count for this prompt. This is not good. Oh my gosh, let's go to the last poll, please. Last poll, please. All right, let's go to poll number 10 out of 10. Find a book with an R and a Y in the title. Okay, I'm gonna stretch this. This is my game. So instead of R or Y in the title, I'm gonna just do, I did drop the block, R-Y on the cover. And people have been raving about this book, and it's Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This is a YA, but it seems like it may be a like higher YA because our main character is 19. And look at this beautiful fairy loot edition that I have of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know anything about this, just that people have been raving about it, and this art just like, this is gorgeous. I don't even know if I want to read this actual copy because it's so pretty. But yeah, so we're gonna go with some YA fantasy. So let's take a look at my TBR. Okay, just looking at this doesn't look bad, but this is not my fantasy book, which was some chunky books. Then also I have my options for out of my comfort zone. I need to find that book. It's somewhere in my house. Then I need to also do, what else do I need to do? I don't even know. My 800 page book. But yeah, so TBR JENGA was not nice to me. It's not happy that I did not finish my TBR, and I don't foresee it happening this month. So that's how that goes. But let me know down in the comments below what you are excited to read this coming month. I cannot wait to see everyone's TBRs. And let me know if you're participating in any of the readathons that I am very honored to be a co-host for. So if you want to see this crazy and character of me, please make sure you press the subscribe button. If you're my friend on any of my other social media platforms, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I also, like I said, have my own Patreon. All the information linked down below. Stay kind of loves. I'll see you next time. Bye!